Look, now tell them motherfuckers we about to bring it to them raw. All these niggas steady sleeping, we getting ready for war. If you say we got beef, then I'm bringing it to your door. They call me the black sheep cause I'm way different than y'all. Tell them motherfuckers we about to bring it to them raw. All these niggas steady sleeping, we getting ready for war. If you say we got beef, then I'm bringing it to your door. They call me the black sheep cause I'm way different than y'all. Now I ain't never ran the streets but still respected by the gang.
Say you were all single, you know, and you met like the perfect candidate, the perfect woman, but come to find out she's actually a transgender woman and she hasn't had her bottom surgery. So like that's what I mean, like based on sexuality. Or is your sexuality based on the genitalia, or is it based on the female or male presentation? Because, like, if they were the perfect candidate, except for you just found out that they still have a penis, is that a no-go for you? Or, because I mean, some people it's not necessarily a deal breaker, you know?
So you're saying this person?
Okay. Look, say.
No.
No. How the fuck would I get a fucking bundle?
Shit.
Y'all niggas about to be in the same boat as Dave Chappelle. That's what the fuck y'all about to do.
I'm not gonna say anything insensitive. I was laughing off some other shit.
Who are you to say it's insensitive? Laughing. I'm offended that you would say it's not insensitive.
Oh shit.
I think I'm just still really confused at the question. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, I really don't.
So basically, what she's saying is, what I think she's saying is it. So if you were attracted to a person, very attracted, like, oh, this person's beautiful, like y'all are dating, oh, this is an awesome person, whatever, and then all of a sudden you find out, hey, I'm trans. So does that just boom, damn, she got a date? So now it's like, do you just turn off? That's what she's saying. Does it just immediately turn you off? Change everything?
Basically, like, is your personal sexuality, is your level of sexuality based on a vagina, or is it based on the fact that person just presents a female body, like a whole female presence? Because
I would argue that you're not gonna get an honest answer unless somebody was in that situation. Like, if I was attracted to somebody and then that happened, that's when I would know the true definition. But what you're describing basically reminds me of The Chi. I know Nate watches The Chi.
I've never watched that. Actually,
oh, you talking about
Yvonne? I think I don't remember.
Imani,
yeah. But that they basically, there's this dude, he's like a drug dealer dude, he's this hard killer dude, and he dates a transgender woman.
Mm-hmm.
And like, some people have issue with that, but he doesn't see her as anything but his woman. But that curveball that you threw in there about like the genitalia, like just not having the surgery yet.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, it's
that's not
like
a curveball, dog. Like, that's a hell nah.
God damn.
We got your answer.
I'm about to say, we know where Nate lies.
It's like it's basically like, is your interaction with a female based on knowing that they have a vagina, or
you were saying if she outwardly presents as everything else, but then like it came down to it, or like it didn't even come down to like having sex, but she was just flat out told you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so here's another question. So I also asked this: what if your sexuality as a man was based on the genitalia? I feel like, would you? Okay, so say you become friends with a transgender man, right? So this transgender man has a vagina, but like, are you?
I feel like that's not the same type of question because I'm not attracted to it.
But would it be acceptable to have sexual relations with that transgender man because they have a vagina versus them not having a penis?
Can I quickly respond with another question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that someone who is transgender should communicate that to someone that they're involved with?
Well, so
What point should they?
I personally think I mean, I've seen a lot of transgender people, they're like, well, sometimes it's a life or death situation, which is why they don't communicate that. Which at the same time, I personally feel like I would not, me personally, if I feel like it's a life or death situation and I'm going to put myself in harm's way, I'm going to try not to even interact with people like that in the first place, like as far as dating is concerned. But I mean, I personally think that if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to comfortably disclose anything, regardless of what it is, like whether it's you being transgender or,
Baby, you
whatever the
already up?
case. Fuck you.
My man said, all right, this conversation cool and all, but can we jump to
Motherfucker.
the game?
Anyway, I mean, I personally don't think that you should withhold that information because, for one, I mean, I know you can still technically have kids, but like some things for people are deal breakers, and that's just how it is. So if someone potentially has a wife, I mean, there are men who don't want to marry women who cannot have children. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I've seen men, and it doesn't make it right. I've seen men who a deal breaker for them is if they find out that their potential wife or girlfriend is incapable of having children. They're like, well, that's a no-go for me. So in that same sense, it's like sometimes I just feel like you should be able to give people the option, you know?
So you're saying you should tell them up front, like that should be the first date.
I
Hey,
mean, no,
just so
okay,
you
no,
know.
I wouldn't say necessarily the first date, but at the same time, I don't think you should wait till you're 5 months, 2 years deep. Like at that point, it's like, come on now.
I say it's up to a certain point. Like, obviously, you probably wanna say it before you get into
When things start
sexual
getting
acts.
serious,
No, well, you talking about if they still have the bottom half, or you talking about if they're just transgender in general?
in general, regardless,
Oh,
I think regardless. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I think regardless of whether they've had surgery or not, um, at some point, I mean, seriousness. Everyone has a different level of seriousness, so it doesn't necessarily have to mean in a sexual context. It could just mean like verbally and all that. Emotionally, you should be able to disclose that type of information. Where the hell are we going?
no,
How?
I'm going to the blue one because I've been had that bitch marked. But okay,
I'm about to say, well, I'm way over here, so it's gonna be us
motherfuckers gonna
together.
abandon us.
I'll go to blue as well. I saw
Um,
Devin mark the one late, and I was like, well, shit, like, I don't know where to go. I'll go to blue. Okay.
So what you mean? Let me break this down so that I'm hearing you correctly. You saw that there was a marker. And then this
and said, fuck
this
it.
nigga put a random marker, and you was like, "Oh shit, I don't know where to go." I'm go.
I mean, I had my marker there, and then but no one else had jumped. I guess the bus wasn't there yet. Man, whatever, man.
Damn, so you mean to tell me?
Look, I'm just trying to
Ain't
go where
nobody
I'm not
else
gonna
jumped.
die.
It's
I'm
okay. They
just
do
gonna
that
go
shit
where I
to
ain't
me
gonna
all the
die.
time.
All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. He was a good cat. My bad, dog.
Dog.
I'm gonna die on this goddamn.
Well, depending on when y'all joined us, welcome
Wait,
to
are we
Boozy.
keeping that?
Welcome to Boozy Game Night. Maybe, maybe not. Probably so. That was pretty good content wise, but
Oh,
the
okay.
the people you heard weren't introduced yet. I'll start off. This is Boozy Game Night, BGN, where we have mediocre gameplay but excellent conversation, like was led off there by a person who will be announcing themselves shortly. I go by the name of Devin McFly. Out.
Oh, we still running with that? Okay. What's good? It's Nate the Great. Goddamn, Fotis 7, Mr. Monopoly in this bitch.
Okay. What's good, y'all? It's that man Dan, aka Daniel the Ronin. I'm a drifter. Oh, Danny boy. Had to put both motherfucking tags up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And this is Hot Take Dove here, sick, from,
AKA confused Dev.
kiss my ass.
Roger that.
Why am I
All right.
confused?
Hopefully it ain't the Rona.
Why I gotta be?
And y'all already know this your boy Newt, and I got a question for y'all.
Neuter
What it
producer.
do?
Y'all ready for this question?
Nah.
Yes, run it.
Do all my invisible niggas go to heaven? Do all my invisible niggas go to
Facts, bro. Damn, that's a great segue. And I got a
Yeah,
That shit
bevy,
was funny.
bevy of topics to talk about with y'all. A
Oh
bevy.
my god.
Ah,
A
see what you did
slew of
there.
topics.
How many is
So
a bevy?
There we go.
at least 7. At least. So for y'all who didn't catch last week's episode, we'll be breaking down Insecure, the final season, week by week. And this week was episode 2 of Insecure. We don't have to go chronologically or anything, but does anybody want to give like their overall thoughts on the episode? Maybe Newt, since you led in with your question, bro. What did you think of the episode overall?
Nah, I liked it. It wasn't bad. And I think just continuing off of last episode, I saw like everybody's response, all that stuff died down about the whole like AKA thing. I knew it was gonna die down. Just it's not like a hill to die on, all that stuff. But going into this second episode, I don't know. It's still kind of like rough to see where the season's going. I still haven't caught like the Easter egg or like motif that they're doing, if they're doing one this season.
I'm sure they are.
I've been trying to catch it, but I haven't seen it yet. It's kind of hard to like catch a pattern in 2 episodes. But yeah, overall, I like the episode. I saw I like the old characters coming back. Nathan and what's his name?
Nathaniel Lawrence.
Lawrence wasn't in
Nah,
this episode.
Lawrence wasn't in this episode. The dude.
Crenshaw?
Yeah, Crenshaw.
Oh, he was in last season or a different season?
I'm pretty sure he was in. I don't know. He just looked like one of them black dudes that would have been in.
He's been in other movies.
Wasn't he in like another movie? Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Girls Trip.
He was in Girls Trip. Yeah. And then he's in
you know what?
He's in that movie with Issa.
I'm thinking that's what it is. He's in that movie with Marseille Martin and Issa Rae. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he played that invisible nigga that went to heaven.
Duh.
Nah, he's in the movie. Damn, I can't think of Shorty's name. It's called Little, and like she's like this rich.
Yeah.
Oh, with the lady from Blackish.
Yeah,
I never saw that movie. It's
Marseille.
like Marseille.
No, bro, that's not
Marseille.
him though.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what.
pretty sure that's not him. That was Luke James.
Oh,
yeah.
you right. Damn.
Let me find out. All black people do look alike.
Shut up.
Nah, it's just all these dark skinned bearded niggas.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't be mad because your beard don't connect us.
Hey, first of all,
Whoa. We're not
Get the fuck
slandering.
outta
We're
here.
not slandering people.
Second of all, these chin straps, do they really count as beards?
Duh. Anybody else want to give their overall thoughts on the episode?
I thought it was solid. I think it was interesting that they decided to like kind of jump into the future. Like it was actually kind of unexpected because, like I feel like every other season's been like pretty much chronological. And then, they just completely jump a year into the future. But like, I mean, I think it was good to see that like Issa's doing well with the block and, Molly is, living life with her new haircut and like shit's going well at work.
Think she can pull off the haircut? I was about to ask.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I rock with the haircut.
Yeah, I think
Um,
so. I think so too.
yeah, so like all that was good. I think it'll be really interesting to see kind of like where the curveball comes in, or like where things maybe potentially start to break down. Like maybe they don't, but I don't know that it would be like insecure without some kind of curveball coming into effect at some point where things get thrown off. But
I think we might have got a little look at the curveball at the very end of the episode, don't you?
bro, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot how the episode ended.
Bro.
Nah, she was she was in bed with Nathan, and then she just started crying.
That how it ended? Okay, I remember that
Is that how
scene.
it ended?
That shit was
That is how it
hilarious.
ended.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
left.
We
Like,
were laughing our
that
asses
shit
off.
was hilarious.
I was dying, yo.
Damn.
James talking about something. What happened? He left. The fuck? Like he's gone.
Cause she started boohoo crying in this man
That shit
like
was
chest,
hilarious.
like
Because they started playing like the sexual music and everything.
yeah.
Has that ever happened to y'all?
Nigga thought he was finna get some ass.
Yes, not at that extent, but I definitely hit a joint with the gummy worm.
What?
Y'all ain't never hit nobody with the gummy worm. All right.
No, you gonna have to elaborate, bro. I don't know your
Nigga, you don't know what
lingo.
the gummy.
Bro, you don't know what the
Alright,
gummy worm
alright, so
is,
check
bro?
it out.
I know what that is, and that's definitely happened. But I was
Yeah,
talking about
when your mind
that's
ain't fully in it, you know what I'm saying? Because
But
you was
what I
thinking
don't
about whatever you
understand.
had going
bro. I
on.
was just talking about that specific situation. Has a
Well,
girl
I'm
ever
letting
Like,
you
I
cried?
ain't
that's,
need you
that's
to
the same shit,
extrapolate, my
bro. That's
guy.
the male
Like,
version. I don't gotta cry to show that I got shit on my mind. You know what I'm saying? You know.
But why consent like the gummy worm? Like I'm just not understanding. Why even bother? At that point, I'm not even gonna try. I'm taking my ass to bed.
Well, it's because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying, disappoint the other. And it was like,
Bitch, come
yeah,
back
let me.
tomorrow.
Well, it's like, let me try. And then
Mm-mm.
I tried, and I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work out.
Now I'm
It's
really
like using the
disappointed because you
bathroom
tried
on
to
the
give me
road
some
trip.
lint dick and then it didn't even work out.
I'm gonna be
You
honest
got me
with you.
fucked
I'm
up.
gonna be honest with you. It probably would have happened. Like it probably would have went down. But then she said, I don't give head, and I was like, bitch,
Nah.
Oh my god, a deal
get the fuck
breaker.
out.
This
bro. If my mind ain't in it, and you don't give me nothing to stimulate me, I'm not about to just magically fucking say some spell and then the shit just rise. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to rise up for me.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa, nigga. This is the
Run
exact
on the
same shit I was
rangeland.
thinking about.
It's
First of all,
Oh.
where the fuck is this nigga Devin at?
On the other side of the map.
Oh yeah.
For
I'm in
those of
Weeping
y'all
Woods.
who may be or who may not be watching us on YouTube, the game of the night is Fortnite.
Yes, the
So
game of the
subscribe to us
night
on
is
YouTube
Fortnite.
so that you can see the gameplay, basically.
Yeah. We should actually start announcing that in the beginning so they don't, you know what I'm saying? So they know what's going on.
Facts, but
I mean, Dev just hopped out talking about transgenders and stuff
Yeah,
in the
first
beginning.
let me
So
hop
yeah,
like,
out my
it kind of
fucking
threw my
bullshit.
flow.
First of all,
But
that was
it
just
is
a
what it is.
random question that I was curious about, and so yeah,
I don't
I
know if
just
we
want
got
to.
an official answer,
did
but
something happen
I
in
don't
your
feel like I got
circle?
an official answer. Like
Did
I heard
something happen in your circle that where you
what that brought up the question.
yeah.
No, I've just it's just always been something I've. Ooh, this shit about to blow up. Y'all stay in that bitch if y'all want to.
so
them.
This
Brother just hit a
this is
nigga.
how I feel
Issa,
about like I'll just give like a straight or then we'll go back to
Oh
insecure.
shit!
But like to go back to your
Oh my
question,
gosh, what's
me
happening?
personally, like
This is what I'm
if
saying.
you feel like um
Oh, these
if
niggas
the
is on a
person
loop.
identifies as a whatever gender that is, and you see that person as that gender, like I don't see anything wrong with it. Me personally, I would it turn
Damn.
me off? I
Wow.
just not necessarily. It's not necessarily like the like I'm trans that would turn me off. It would just be like the seeing in a future. I would like to have like biological children. That's all. That's
Okay.
it's not
I
the
mean,
trans thing that would keep me away. It's the fact that can we have biological children? Like
hmm see,
that
I've
that would
always
be
just wondered because for me personally, I don't feel like I'm not a good gauge of for that because I like what I like if I like, I mean, I guess it falls under what, like pansexual or whatever. But like for me, if I like a person, I like a person. So I really don't give a fuck if they have a dick or a vagina. I like them, and that's all that matters to me. But like some people might, a deal breaker might be that that person does not necessarily have their desired genitalia. So that's why I always wondered.
God damn.
It
That was
doesn't really
God
make me. It doesn't necessarily make me a difference. I don't care.
Yeah, definitely gay.
Well, that's why I said
Fuck
my
you.
answer was like I can't truly answer that until I was in that situation. Like sometimes I want to play along with the hypotheticals, but I feel like if you were attracted to that person before you knew, then like if they hit you with that, then I don't know
It
that
wouldn't
changed.
matter to you.
You're already attracted to them. That's the whole premise of
Exactly.
the.
It wouldn't matter to you.
But maybe to your point, if I didn't have kids, all those other things would come into play. That's why I think from the hypothetical, I can't give you like a legit answer. But it's a great question. I got another question for you, Hot Take Dev, being the only female we have. So Molly and Issa are what with the 1 year in the future? They're at least 30, right?
Potentially.
So they had their 10-year reunion at college. We want to say they graduated college, what, 23, 24?
Mm-hmm.
So they're early 30s. Are you still sleeping in bed with your female friends? 'Cause I know dudes just typically don't do that. Yes, there's
Let me
no
tell you
age limit.
something. I could be 50 and me and my friends are hanging out. When I tell you, we look, I don't know how y'all used to do. We used to, and probably would still be piled up in a twin bed. You could come into one of our rooms, and it would be three, four of us, maybe five, taking a nap in a twin bed. We do not care. Me and my like close friend, we be talking about hell. We will kick our husbands out the room so we can take a nap. It'll be us two taking a nap together.
Whoa. That's disrespectful.
Hey, if you want,
But from the male perspective, like Nate and I have been friends for a while. If we both were sleeping in the same room, more than likely one of us would
Somebody
be on the floor. Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Somebody
it
on
wouldn't
the
even
fucking
cross
floor,
my
my
mind
guy.
to be in the same bed. That doesn't. And it's not even on no homosexual shit. It's just like why.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a
I
good
get
point.
that's how men are, but like I feel like with women, we like shit. I still take naps with my mama.
Your mom different though. We talking about a friend. We
I
talking about a
know, but
colleague.
I'm just saying, like me and my friends, we've taken naps together until at this point we taking naps together until the end, until the last days. Okay.
But you say I'm
Well,
just
see, I
friend.
think the show is just extremely better that they're friends. Like I hate like this. I hate the friction in the show that like when they're not friends or when they're trying to like work on. I can't stand it. It
Yeah,
almost
it's
made
like
me
having an
stop watching the
awkwardness
damn
of the
show.
friends.
Oh
Like,
really? The Molly Issa relationship?
Yeah, like when they were like beefing, and then it was like Rocky, or it almost made me stop watching the show. So like just seeing this, that was one thing about the episode. It was super refreshing.
That was a weird dynamic. It was kind of slowing the show down, and it honestly was giving like that should have been the last season. You know?
Last episode?
No, like last season when they were like on the outs, because it was just like we're watching this to see, like the dynamic of a good college friendship and shit like that.
oh my god, I just had to fucking kill a squad. I don't know where the fuck y'all at, but I ain't have
But
no
yeah,
help.
basically to answer your question, I mean, we still take naps together, and honestly, I mean,
It's never gonna stop. I'm coming back.
Clearly.
I really like seriously though. And I mean more so sometimes if it's not even necessarily like, okay, we might not necessarily always take a nap together, but especially in a situation where it's like, hey, if we all over each other's house, we getting ready to go out or something, and we about to take a quick nap, like who's sleeping on the floor? The floor?
I mean like a sofa or something. It doesn't necessarily have to be
The
the floor. I'm
floor,
just saying
sofa,
both in the same bed, that would be like the last.
Bonnets and all.
You also got to consider that, like, even going back to what Devin said, like, it don't got to be nothing about like homosexuality or whatever, but like, it'd be kind of weird if like I slept in the bed with like one of my homies, and dudes be having like morning wood and stuff. Like,
Homie.
I'd be like, bro, like, what's going on? Like, you got something to tell me? Like,
ain't nobody saying y'all gotta be sleeping nut to butt.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying.
I feel like you can consciously keep that distance between y'all.
Then I can't sleep comfortably. Like, it's not worth it. Like,
Nuts to butt.
What?
That's the proper term.
That's the meat
that's
remix.
the meat to me.
Remix. Nah, but to Newt's point about Molly, well, the whole relationship, it was cool seeing her like self-reflection when she was going through the app or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like my last point on the show. My last takeaway was just her reaction to it, because up until this point, we had like seen that she had like self-reflection. She was saying she was trying to do better.
I think she's been in like therapy and shit too, right?
For clarification, was that like the point when she was like, it was like she's hard to date?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel like what it was trying to show is that like she's matured a lot. And what it didn't show was, so like a lot of people agreed with in the last season, or was it the last season, when she found out like, her dad had an affair, and she like went off on his ass. I was like, I mean, that's kind of immature too. So like I feel like it's showing like her growth, it's showing her maturity. And because was her dad in this episode? I know her mom was in the episode.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, briefly.
Talking about the will.
Oh yeah. And so it was, I think it was trying to show like that reconciliation.
Niggas just fucking
without like actually showing it on the screen.
These niggas is trying to spin the block on my ad.
I think it was just like it shows that reconciliation without like having it like a dedicated scene on screen. It just shows like, okay, she's grown up because they weren't on the best of terms. She went off on him. She tried to call him out for it, but that was also like an immature kind of thing to do, because if like her parents are over it, why should she try to bring it up because she just found out about it? It's not even her business to.
Yeah,
that
was when they put in the part where I can't remember the dude's name, but he was like, "You don't let shit go."
Yeah,
it's like, especially if it's like technically it has nothing to do with you. Like, I get that you feel it has something to do with you because that's your parents, but it's not your personal relationship. So how do you put yourself in a position where you're not gonna let some shit go when I have? And like now you risk opening up a healed wound because you want to bring some shit up that has nothing to do with you.
You gone, bro.
Oh, with that one, oh god. Ooh.
I was trying to come back and save y'all.
It ain't gonna happen.
Save me, that here.
Yeah, that's all I had on Insecure. I'm looking forward to season 3. So I'm curious to see if episode 3. I'm curious to see if she's gonna go back to Nathan, or was that a sign she needs to go back to Lawrence? Because they kind of left that, I don't know, quickly.
I mean, I feel like a lot of this is a sign that maybe we should just move on.
Like, I mean, that's a year has passed. Lawrence had that baby. You don't know what's going on.
Right, that's what I was thinking about too. Like, the baby is there.
But I mean, it's like at some point, maybe we should look past going back to the same old people that we've, been with, and find something new. Because why did you stop? Like, what stopped the communication between those people in the first place?
True.
Nice. What did y'all think about the thing with like the dude from the agency? Bro, Shockwave out of there. Oh wait, his partner right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here somehow.
You can
Damn,
Shockwave out. Damn,
it's too
Nigga
late.
shot you in the back.
I didn't think about it until what'd you say though? The situation
Nah,
with
the situation with like the agency and Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Yeah, like I feel like I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I obviously like that's like a reality of just like things that happen in
Yeah, it
like
was a super
America,
realistic
corporate America, like
situation.
whatever you want to call it. I got the impression that like Issa, probably kind of felt like she like is a sellout after, he kind of like charged her up about it. But I don't really necessarily know that I feel that way. Like, I mean, I get that he had a particular vision. But I also feel like, I don't know, I think it's kind of like things are like a give and a take. So it's like, he, in my opinion, like, I think it was smart for him to realize that, like, well, this is like a good opportunity for me. So, like, maybe I should be okay making some kind of concessions. But, like, I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong opinion to have. But I just kind of think of things as a give and take. So it's like, I'm gaining this and I should be willing to at least give into some kind of demands that they have, or not even demands. I think they call them notes, but like
Notes, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Um,
I think that's very valid because I don't particularly remember the actual like dynamic between like why they were there. But like, say if they were, if they're looking to pick you up or they're funding you, like, I understand as an artist, you want to, uphold the integrity of your work. But to an extent, when you're relying on other people for representation and funding, sometimes you do have to realize that even if it's just to get your foot into the door, you might have to make a couple of changes
right,
to to get because you can't just do what the fuck you want to do with other people's money, basically.
right.
So unless you're ready to fund yourself, then you have to be willing to make those changes and go along with some of the requested demands when you're actually utilizing other people. So I wouldn't necessarily call it being a sellout. I mean, I feel like there's always limitations to everything. So to an extent, I feel like it was more so Issa trying to look out and have his best interest so that he would actually be able to get his foot in the door.
Like
Right.
I feel like Issa had she did what she was supposed to do. Like she is the middleman between whatever company and him. And so
Yeah.
obviously they're her bosses. Like she can't not necessarily take the note. She already stuck her neck out by taking a secret meeting with the big boss that fortunately went her way. But like she already has done more than what she was supposed to do.
But yeah, but he can't see that, and is he really even supposed to see that?
Yeah, no,
And
that's-
so that's like the that's where where we're watching it, we see everyone's point of view.
Sure.
Issa don't necessarily. I mean,
For all
they
Crenshaw
don't-
knows, yeah, she just folded.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but not necessarily because if she gave him the notes and she told him that I don't know, I feel like I guess everyone's different, but like sometimes you have to just look outside of yourself, even as an artist or whatever you want to call yourself, like in whatever profession. It's not necessarily all about you. And while it is ideal to be able to do everything how you want to, sometimes you also have to consider the other people involved in the situation. So, like, she's representing the agency at this point. So you should be able to, I don't know, look outside of your personal feelings and thinking that she's being a sellout and understand that it's not necessarily about personally you or her, but it's about what the company actually wants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
that she's there representing that. And that, like, it's nothing personal, it's her job.
yeah, and I think, but she should be able to get that point across, or she should be able to do that without having to say. So, like, if you're like in leadership or any kind of thing, they always tell you don't um don't wear your boss's name or don't wear your boss's title. So like what they'll say is like, whenever you have to give bad news, don't be the person that's immediately tells the people that are working under you or the people that you're trying to help out. Well, it's these people, or it's them, or you should just own it. Like, hey, this is what I tried to do. This is what has to be done. This is what we got to go with. And because it just shows like a sign of, I guess, like, I don't know.
It's still a sense of togetherness without placing the blame specifically
Yeah,
on someone. Like it's we have to do this, not like well, we got to do it because they said we got to do it. Like
Yeah,
exactly. Because at the
she
end of the
was a
day,
little bit hesitant. Her delivery could have been better, and maybe that would have changed the situation based off of what you're saying about like wearing your boss's title and stuff. Because that's immediately what she didn't do. She went in there and said they want this versus, I don't know, presenting it and I don't think she presented it wrong, but sometimes there's like no right way because it's all based off how the other person interprets it.
yeah. And I think he just could have did it. I mean, this is, us seeing everything at the same time, but if we were in his, like, his point of view and we couldn't see her side or didn't understand her side, not understanding. I mean, is it our job to understand that sometimes? Because if someone's doing something for you and you just appreciate it, but you don't necessarily know what they went through or like think about what they went through to probably get, because when they present it to you, it just seems like they got it so easy. Like, for instance, I just got a PS5. My wife bought me a PS5, and
Doing big
I was
congratulations.
King Newt.
and so I was saying I was happy and all that stuff, but I didn't, until we sat down, and
Am I
she
driving?
explained
no,
to me about everything that it was weird because that morning, we usually like call each other or text each other good morning, have a good day. It was very short. It was very
oh my
like,
god,
and I was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. But then, like, after talking to her, I woke up at like 3 a.m. I was in line at GameStop, had to get a ticket to get
Oh, she
in.
went and got the physical joint. She didn't buy it
Yeah.
online.
Now she went in and physically got it. And then she was like, it was raining. I had the baby. It was just all, just.
What a queen.
Okay.
Hashtag
Exactly. Like,
queen.
when, but just sending me pictures of, I bought you a PS5. You don't see that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it our job to see that? Is it our job to look or see things like, okay, if someone gets you something, damn, they busted their ass. Or like, do you just have to assume that to be super appreciative of things, or can you just be appreciative of things? I feel like
I feel like you should be appreciative, like no matter if they got it like a handout or if they like, because at the end of the day they still thought about you.
Yeah. Because she could have won it and like still gave it to you. And like,
or she could have went with the niggas that wasn't even from the community like they wanted to.
Exactly.
yeah.
I just think for
Damn driver.
What you mean, dog? It was a fucking rock.
Okay, we sitting here getting lit up while you out here not
well,
driving us.
apparently, just based off of the feedback alone, we have way more to say about episode 2 than episode 1. So
Definitely.
that speaks volumes in itself.
I think
Yeah.
it's just because we can
What
see
y'all
where it's
do?
going.
Oh shit.
Honk the horn
See
by
the
the
vision.
person. We got a quest.
No, we nigga.
Down D-pad. Yes, it is
French.
we.
This ain't French.
No.
We all this we stuff.
I hear you talking about we a
What
lot.
is
Oh, you
really
speak
going on
French now.
here?
Hey, Mr. Monopoly deal, just to make sure that we do get to it. I know somebody was fumbling the bag.
Oh wait,
Let me
where's my
tell you
AR?
about. Let me tell. Was it the gold one?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Because you wasn't getting that back.
It's not my
I
ass.
just-
So why even ask?
That
let's
was
talk
my attempt
about.
at doing.
That's some real shiesty shit, bro.
I'm just playing. I would have gave it back. Let's talk about some dumbass that was
I got my
fumbling the
own
bag. Y'all know I try to do this every week.
Humble
And
that
typically, it's
bag.
not that hard to do because people be out here doing some stupid ass shit and fumbling the bag.
All the time.
Let me tell you about Buddy. What did he do? So Tom Brady recently threw his 600th touchdown.
To
I haven't
Mike
even
Evans.
seen the clip. Like, I'm assuming somehow the
Yeah.
ball got in the stands, but
No,
like,
so Mike Evans, I'm gonna just
Caught
say
the
this.
touchdown.
Mike
Yeah.
Evans caught the touchdown. Every
Uh-huh.
single touchdown he caught that game, which I think was 3, he threw the ball in the stadium. I'm like, bro, stop throwing the fucking ball in the stadium. Have you not learned your lesson? Like, I think it was
Right.
his first one too. So like, he had plenty of time to stop throwing the fucking ball in the stadium. Anyway, that's who he threw it to, though.
And so Buddy that was in the crowd took the ball and what did he just like hand it back to Tom Brady?
No. So he kept that bitch because everybody knew that was his 600th touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And so basically the officials from the team had to like go over there and talk to him and negotiate on like what they need to do in order for him to give the ball back.
Oh, and then
Thing is, I don't even know that they negotiated. I think they just said we'll hook you up because the crazy thing about the story was like at first they were just like, oh, he just got a signed jersey, and then it was like, oh, he got two signed jerseys. It like
Initially,
kept escalating in terms of what he was getting.
I think they did give him like tell him what he was getting initially, and then the only thing that was in from my standpoint, from what I saw, the only thing that was in question was Tom Brady also said, and I'm also gonna give him something nice, and then, so no one knew what the fuck that meant.
oh yeah, bro. See, like, I mean, so I'm gonna just say that he fumbled the bag just because, like, if you're gonna get into something like, bro, Tom Brady is the GOAT, dog. Like, you are negotiating with the GOAT. This is like getting like a pair of Michael Jordan shoes and then just being like, oh, like Michael Jordan said he hooked me up, so I'm gonna just let him get these shoes back or the jersey or something. Like, nah, bro, like you smoking crack,
Like
dog.
this is fucking Michael Jordan's flu games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
his
bro,
original
like,
flu games, and you just motherfucking out here on that bull
this is
malarkey.
a literal like piece of history.
So all of y'all stand with he fumbled the bag. I would say that if I was in that situation, you don't have any leverage. I mean, you would feel like
have
you got
leverage.
the ball.
You you have leverage, but like emotionally, if he's truly a fan, he's gonna be like starstruck. He's not. He's gonna say, Tom Brady could have
did
said,
not come
"I'll
up to
take a
this man.
picture with you." True.
Oh
He
my
didn't.
gosh, this is such BS. How I just died. Nah, bro. But like, here's the thing. Like,
Nigga, swim to the edge.
oh my bad. Nah, bro. I don't agree with that because like, I don't know if y'all saw, but like a pair of Michael Jordan shoes that he wore in like his rookie year. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but
just sold for like $1.76 million or something. Like, obviously, like a literal piece of history from the GOAT of basketball, because we all know MJ's the GOAT. Technically, Kobe's the GOAT, but you know, we'll give MJ that crown, but it's for another day. But like, and I understand that's a little bit different because like MJ might not have ever actually gave them shoes to anybody. They could have just been sitting on his shelf or whatever. But like when you see something like that go for almost $2 million and you just decide like, oh, like I'll take like a Bitcoin. And did somebody shoot you?
Yeah,
he shot. Gosh, I'm literally like, I got like 8 health, bro. Like,
yeah, I know. I just wasn't expecting this nigga to start shooting me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's easy to chastise him and shit, but like in all actuality, I don't know that anybody else would have done anything differently. Like, I don't know that you would have had the wherewithal to say
what I would do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do. I'm gonna say, okay, get me on the sideline real quick. I'm gonna hold on to the ball. We can negotiate, but we're gonna negotiate on the sideline. Like, bring me to
all
I'm not even gonna do that, bro. Like, here's my
card.
Nah, bro.
Here's
Take
my
my number
call.
down. Like, let me get like, let me go home. Like, let me talk to
take that.
people. Let
With the
me.
ball? Nah, the reason
Hell
why I
yeah.
said the stands though, bro, everybody knows that that's the fucking ball. Somebody gonna get that
You
ball
think
up off
somebody
him,
gonna
bro.
run up on
Wait,
him?
why
Somebody
is
gonna get
Devin
that
back so
ball up
far
off
in the
him.
store?
That's what
I
I'm saying.
got
Like,
Daniel.
bring
You
me
got
to
to
the
get Daniel.
sideline so that I'm away from other fans. Only people I'm around is niggas that are constantly under surveillance
Is he gonna make it?
because
I
it's the
mean,
game
that's
going on.
fair.
Like,
That's fair. Like, okay, we
listen, I
can
thought this through.
negotiate, but keep me safe while we go
Yeah,
negotiate.
bro,
I'm
you
Okay,
just
supposed
like
to protect
saying, like,
me.
I don't know that y'all. I don't think it would have went down like that.
I
I'm just
clearly you ain't
telling you.
never
I'm
caught a
telling
game
you,
ball.
it's gonna go
No,
down like
I haven't.
Clearly you ain't never caught somebody's 600 touchdown pass ball.
I'm
It's
telling
just
you,
Nah,
it's
I
gonna
think
go
you
down.
fumbled the bag, bro. Because like this man gonna get a couple jerseys and like a fucking Bitcoin, and like, bro, like, I mean, Bitcoin is valuable, and Bitcoin will continue to be valuable. But like, nah, bro, you should have.
not the funny thing about it. As much as I'm talking shit about how I probably would have did the same thing just being in that scenario. Um,
Oh, lab
they
ass.
said it's valued at 500,000 right now,
Yeah, I
and
would have
And
just
he
obviously
grabbed
got
you
all
a
know
my
it
fraction
money.
of
would
that,
only get more valuable over time.
and he got a
Exactly,
fraction of that, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's all.
bro.
I
They
would
gave
just
him
ask for more
$1,000
money.
to the fucking store. What?
Yeah,
Let
right
the
me
to
look
the
Buck
at this
team
store.
shit.
store. Like, oh my gosh,
To
I
the
can buy
team
like
store.
No,
three and
so
a half
I'm not
jerseys and a
arguing.
koozie. Like,
I'm not
whoop de
arguing that
doo.
they gave him his fair share because there's no argument there. What I'm arguing is that if you were that fan, I don't think you would have had the wherewithal to be like, nah, man, that's not enough. You're gonna have to up it. Like I just don't
No,
think.
that's why I said
Nah,
like he
bro.
negotiated on the
Shouldn't
Tom
have stuck
Brady
out.
sideline.
white, bro.
Like he
Tom Brady
negotiated
white,
in the
bro.
stands. Like I'm saying, bring to the sideline. We could talk about it after the game, or we could talk about it during the game. But he did it like it was probably maybe at most 15-minute conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like he you need more time to ponder on that. And
Y'all
that's what
gonna
I'm
bring
saying.
Daniel
I'm
back?
saying that I would have gave
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
myself
Dev's
that
up for reboot
time.
ban.
I would have gave myself
Oh
that
shit!
time to think about it. I'm not saying
There's
that
somebody over
necessarily I would
here.
have settled on
I
anything
got
more,
you.
but I would have
Just
at least
revival.
gave myself the time to think about it.
That's what you say. But you're in the heat of the game. All those fans are around you. You talk
That's what
about
I'm
peer pressure
saying.
just off
Get
of
my ass
internet type
away from
shit.
these fucking fans. Put me on the sideline.
Yeah.
Literally, the
Oh
only thing you
no,
worried
that
about is
nigga
like
is
keep me safe. Like you
Yeah,
could
that's what
care
I'm
less
saying. Like
about us.
I'm not saying that I would have ended up saying anything different or doing anything different. All I'm saying is I would have at least said, okay, let me get some time to think about this shit.
Hmm.
That nigga was like legit, like looking
Yeah, he
down at the
handed it
dude
over
talking in the stand.
expeditiously.
Yeah,
And you
fuck all
probably
that.
would have did the same damn thing.
How you gonna tell
Nah.
me what I'll do? I am concentrating.
I'm telling you, because I seen you cry off SpongeBob, and those that
Wow.
Damn.
seen
Are
the
we bringing up
episode,
old shit?
yeah, I mean,
Wow.
you
Are
told
we
the
bringing
world,
up
so
old shit?
I'm not
Okay.
exposing you no more.
What does crying off SpongeBob have to do? SpongeBob ain't
You an
throw no
emotional
600
guy, and
touchdown
guess what?
pass.
He was an emotional guy when he had
How long
that.
ago was that though? I done seen a lot, seen it all, done it all. Now I'm liable to say fuck it and start spraying on you niggas.
Oh my
Oh, I see the
god!
Ooh.
Segudo. So it looks like we got a special guest, Daniel the Ronin. Um, go ahead and plug your
I
latest project, my boy.
I legit wasn't even doing a segue, but since we here, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it, dropped on Halloween because it was getting real spooky for y'all. I'm letting you know it's getting real spooky for y'all. I was getting fed up, so I had to, get a little something off my
They behind
chest.
y'all. They behind y'all. They didn't landed on y'all. There you
Yep,
go.
got that nigga. Yeah, I had to get something off my chest. So
Somebody else
fuck
about
it
to
on
land. They
all
landed right here. Right
platforms
here.
right
Right here. Right
now.
here.
YouTube,
Behind you, Dev.
Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all that. Go stream it right now.
Uh,
Fuck it. I don't care if you got a gym playlist. Perfect song for it. If you saying fuck somebody at work, perfect playlist. Even if you just a little mad, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, Starbucks made your coffee a little too hot. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
Burnt your mouth. Fuck it. You
Start
know what I'm saying?
spraying on them for the burnt
For
coffee.
coffee?
Listen, disclaimer.
Okay.
You don't have to start spraying on anybody. I'm spraying for you in the song. Roger that.
Facts.
I
Yeah.
definitely heard that wrong when you was like, "Yeah, fuck somebody at work." I was like, "What?
I
What?
mean,
What?"
hey,
Man.
it could also be a sexual song. If you like that hype shit while you know what I'm saying, you going to
Man,
Pound
fuck.
Town, do what you gotta
What
do.
type of mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's
What?
a
Hell
weird
no.
vibe.
Is it though? Listen to the
It
beat.
is.
Listen to the beat. That shit fucking
Nah.
slaps. And
Mm-mm.
if you want to slap some ass while you slapping the beat, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Honestly, sometimes you just gotta fucking send it.
You're gonna be spraying a little bit more than bullets if you slapping them shit. All right. So
Alrighty, yeah.
You
Like,
know, take some
well,
name, kick some
okay
names,
then.
and take some ass.
Mm.
so do we want to get into the Dave versus Atlanta? Let's go ahead and get into it, bro. So Daniel, was it you that posted it?
I posted the screenshot. Yes, I did.
Yeah, you posted
I
the
just happened to
screenshot.
see Childish, low key going off a little bit.
He's
Hold on, let me
feeling
pull it up real quick.
disrespected.
I don't wanna misquote. Yeah, he was feeling a little disrespected.
Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover.
Donald Glover from his Twitter account, he tweeted, and just for the record, I'm watching y'all say Dave is on par. Like y'all forgot what we did, no disrespect. Then followed that tweet by saying, we got black people on here debating which is better, and I'm the sellout. He said, I got receipts. Now, we're obviously deep diving, reading into this because he didn't blatantly say anything, but I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, it's pretty obvious that he thinks that Dave is not on the same level as Atlanta.
Yeah, clearly. That's what he's saying.
Can't we all just get along?
Did he say it though? He didn't deliver. He didn't say it. But
He said he's got receipts. Like he's not alluding to Atlanta being worse, like notably
fuck, I
worse.
accidentally jumped. Sorry. We can go wherever though. I deployed my glider.
We can just land by there. Let's
Let's
just
go to Misty. Go to Misty. Sorry.
all right.
All right.
See, okay. So like I think Devin, you said something really good last night about like recency bias. Cause like obviously Dave season 2 just ended like 2-3 months ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. So there's definitely a
We
bit
got
of
we got a whole
recency bias.
episode on it.
Yeah,
Go back
yeah,
and
yeah.
listen.
Go back and listen. We got a whole episode reviewing the season of Dave. And like I'll admit that because hasn't Atlanta had 3 seasons now?
No,
Two.
they're going into their third. Yeah, they both have 2 complete seasons at this point.
Wait, what? I thought Atlanta. Oh, well, damn. That means I never finished season 2 of Atlanta. I don't know why I didn't end up finishing it.
Robin
But
season?
like, yeah, Robin
Robin
season. Yeah, I
season,
never
yep.
finished it. Yeah, you're right.
What? Robin season was really good too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually started rewatching it. I just never finished it still. But like, bro, recency bias aside, like, I don't know that I would really sit here and say one is better than the other. But to suggest that they're not
Bitch.
potentially on par with one another, I think is a little disrespectful to like the both of them.
Facts.
Like they're both creators in their own way, and they have different levels of humor and shit like that. But like, bro, like Atlanta and Dave are both really fucking good shows.
Exactly. It's not like that. That was one of my biggest takeaways. It's not like they're comparing it to fucking just something
Family
that's
Guy, like
like some Big Bang Theory. Like, oh, this
Family
is I don't know. Like, it was just kind of
Okay.
out of left field. But I think it was strategic because also the promo for Atlanta just dropped. Like for the latest season, it dropped like
okay.
today or it dropped recently. But
I mean,
I
there are a
really
lot
do
of
want to.
similarities as far as they're both rappers, they're both artists.
Yeah, but the difference with Dave, I think one, the humor is different. It's both funny, but like the humor is different.
But the way
In
they're
what
both
way?
filmed is the same. I feel like the way they're both like shot, like
They're both like really high quality from that standpoint.
See,
like
I thought part of that was because like they're both on FX. Like,
yes, and they are both on FX.
That's the movies.
Like I understand they may have like different directors and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe that's a bad assumption, and I don't really know enough about like media and shit. But I literally thought that they were shot
And that's
similarly
why they
because they're
look
on the
like
same
each other.
network.
Nah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't think so.
even Snowfall kind of looked like that,
I've never seen that.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm sleeping
Yeah,
on
you
it
you
too.
bugging.
Daniel
Y'all
Ben
bugging.
told me, yeah, but
I
there's a
put
lot
my
of content
I put
out
But
my
there.
guy
I
on it.
think also, but also though, Donald, with I think his frustration is that, um, so like you do Atlanta, right? You got to take the forefront of the beating. It's new, it's innovative.
Yeah,
People don't want to
facts.
fuck with it, and then you take a
Mm-hmm.
white person and recreate their show, or you take a person that is more appealing to white people,
Also known as white
and
niggas.
it's like Chappelle show, and then you go and Dave Chappelle leaves, and then you take Key and Peele, someone who's more marketable to white people, and it's like Key and Peele is like probably one of the most like reran or watched shows on Comedy Central, and it's the Chappelle show formula. They stand on stage, they say some corny ass shit, but it's really about the sketches.
Yeah.
I would argue though, like it's race aside, Dave is a good show, and we all pretty much
It
feel like
is.
that based off of our review of it. But
It's
But
a really good show.
to the general public, like we also all like the artists. And then but to make it more like I think what Newt's saying is Atlanta and Dave Chappelle both paved the way for it to become more like able for the public to
Palatable.
digest it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
How many people
I'm not
people
arguing that.
people know the Hingle McCringleberry sketch. People know those Key and Peele sketches. You ask them about Black Bush, you ask them about Clayton Bigsby, they don't know them skits. You ask people about Dave, people know about Dave, but those people don't know about Atlanta, or as many people that watch Dave has not watched Atlanta.
Well, both of them have been like critically acclaimed and won awards. So I think that it's probably he's hurt. One, they are on the same network. Two, they're both rappers, so there is similarity from that standpoint.
Would
But
awards matter to you if people are
But
like,
people are only saying that because of recency bias, though. Because like people go at him all the time. I'm sure in his Twitter mentions and shit, like, "Oh, this is you're a worse. Logic's a better rapper than you," or whatever the fuck bullshit. You would only that saying like a hit dog will holler. Like if he didn't feel that it had any validity, why would he even address it? You know,
so
like
I just know personally, like at work, like, I work with a lot of white people. So I would, they would talk about Dave, and I'd be like, bro, if you like Dave, I'd be like, have you watched Atlanta? And they'd be like, never heard of it. And it's
never
like,
heard
Mm.
of it.
Yeah, what's that? I'm gonna say this on behalf of Childish Gambino. You better shut your mouth or I fuck it.
Duh.
Kid Cudi said it first, but yeah.
You really hate my lyric? You really hate my lyrics, nigga, or Kid Cudi? Yeah.
I wonder if part of it like also has to do with the fact that I mean, I think we all know that Lil Dicky, Dave Bird, whatever the fuck you want to refer to him as, like he has lyrical ability.
Yes.
But I think he also like because like Childish Gambino started as a comedian and then like got into rapping, or I don't know if maybe he did them like at the same time, but like I
I
don't
think it
know.
was comedy first.
Yeah,
Money.
and I think Dave kind of I think he followed kind of a similar formula, but I think it's also really clear that he takes rap less seriously. To me, like, I think if he took rap more seriously, like he'd have put another
Well,
Who
album
he
out
takes
or
he
rap more
something clear.
he
serious?
only has one mixtape. He hasn't put out. Bino has plenty of projects. Lil
Right,
Dicky
right.
only has a professional rapper. That's his only project to date.
Yeah, so I mean, like Donald Glover could just be. I just wonder if part of it also has to do with kind of like how people view them, just like within the music industry as well, like outside of the entertainment
Yeah,
industry.
it could be. It could be like people are saying like, "Oh, he's the white Donald Glover," but Donald Glover has like a billion times more talent. This motherfucker was Simba. Like it's not
Right.
even on the same. Yeah, so it could be more than just the show. You right.
Thank you.
But if you just take his statement for a blank slate, like, and you just compare the shows, I do feel like an argument can be made. Like they're not. I don't even know which one I prefer because of recency bias, but I know I was blown away by
We good, so good that it hurt
by the
so
full.
bad.
But then there's like Teddy Perkins, like there's shit like that blew me away from Atlanta too, but it's just been a minute. So to have a fair comparison, I have to rewatch all of Atlanta.
Straighten up.
It is. I'm glad that you brought the point up though that the promo for Atlanta just recently came out, because clearly, like, that's probably like a large motivator.
It definitely. I feel like it was. But I mean, that doesn't mean it's not true, and that's not how he feels. But because he doesn't really speak often in general.
Yeah.
He's also speaking about someone who probably won't respond.
You don't think Lil Dicky would respond?
Hell no.
Should he respond?
I don't think
Why? I mean, if he responds, but see, what's going to happen is if he responds, he's going to like take the high road of like, oh, like we should collaborate, or, you know, like blah, blah, blah. We should, you know, if Donald Glover wants to come talk to me, then, you know, we can hash it out like gentlemen. Yeah.
Wait, where's this accent coming from?
I don't know. I mean, really, he's going to be like, well, you know, I mean, you know, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, you know, just, you know,
actually, man,
my penis is small.
My dick's pretty small. His dick's probably a little bit bigger than mine.
So, what's going on with your relationship between you and Donald Glover? He's gonna be like, it's great, fine.
Yeah. You know, I tried to get him to become Jewish, but you know, he didn't really want to be Jewish, so you know, it's all good though.
But I mean, going back to like the shows, like I think it's interesting. Obviously, in Atlanta, Earn is the manager. He's not the rapper. Paperboy is the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's interesting because obviously, just hearing him say that made me think about both shows in comparison to each other. With Lil Dicky, with Dave, there's a lot more music because like Paperboy,
that's a good point.
You get the song Paperboy, and I think he might have one more song. With Dave, he had music.
Oh, he had mucking.
Yeah, but say mucking, massaging, fucking.
What the fuck is that? Mucking. I say it in the song, man. Massaging and fucking. God damn it. You motherfucker.
Damn, I gotta go back and watch that because I don't think I've ever even heard that shit.
But that's the thing, like it's been so long.
It's in the first episode, I'm pretty sure.
All this shit is
first
like
episode of season 2?
Season 1. That was a season 1. That was like season.
Yeah, when he was about to get into it with the dude and shot him.
That's that recency bias.
Oh, you paid
exactly.
Boy, you so trash.
It's just been a minute, bruh. Or like I remember some of the other episodes of Atlanta that stick out to me is obviously the one with Cat Williams. That shit stuck out.
Oh, Alligator Man. Yeah, that's
Florida, man.
That one
with when they went to Drake's house. I remember that. That one stuck out.
That one was
did. Now a lot of people been saying Florida Man since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it shifted the culture, like, and there's something to be said about being first, because, like you said with Chappelle, like he paved the way. Like there wouldn't be a Dave more than likely. Like they had to see the success in that people were in for that type of content.
I mean, you know who else had something first? Lil Romeo had a show first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Why are we talking about Lil Romeo?
Yeah, I'm about to say what the fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Dre.
Yeah,
I'm the first nigga with a TV show. Like, okay.
Oh, you just talking about rappers with TV shows. Hey, yo, watch me flow. It's time for the
Romeo show.
I mean, we also had It's Just Jordan.
Hey, it's just Jordan. Was that man actually a rapper, though?
I mean, he was
JJ,
but I'm not a rapper.
JJ was a comedian.
Yeah, but I'm not a rapper.
Go down, let me set things straight. Going up could be a pain on New York. Like, oh.
If you want to do that, I'm gonna hit you with Nate's favorite show, Fresh Prince.
He was a rapper.
He was a rapper. Yeah,
exactly. That's my point. We talking about people that rap on shows.
No, JJ was just a comedian. He
rapped
on comedy.
On that song.
Yeah, but that was just for the show.
Damn, did we lose Hot Take Dev?
Maybe your
She's
mic's
sick.
off.
It
Daniel
sound
got
like
her
it.
take,
Like
remember?
he's still all the way in the
Your mic
background.
off.
Right.
We can't hear you. You can only hear you because of my mic.
Oh shit! Sorry, I turned it off because I had to blow my nose a couple times.
We appreciate that, and the audio listeners do too.
Right.
Exactly. So
Oh
The
my
only-
God, Bobby.
What can I
only
say except
Other
you're
thing that we
welcome?
had on deck was friendships and like relationships in general. So like obviously a shit ton of us have associates, but like what do you define your differentiation between an associate and a friend? Like when do they cross a line for you?
An associate and a friend.
It's
And
such an
then-
interesting question.
The next
I feel
level
like-
to that is what makes a friend a best friend. But yeah, for sure, like is there
Yeah.
a specific point, something that needs to be done? you
I
to
think
consider
it's just
a person a
shared
friend?
experiences.
It just happens. Like you just
So it's
gotta go through
time.
some shit, and they there with you.
Yeah, experiences and like for me, some of it's also reliability because like I can have a best friend, but if my best friend is unreliable, I'm not gonna say that in my head they'll be demoted from being my best friend, but they will be the back burner best friend. You know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Best friend, and I completely agree with that. You have to have that trust.
I feel like
But, like,
even associates though, I feel like reliability might even be able to take you from associate status to friendship status as well.
Yeah. I feel as though when you go from acquaintance to friend, for me, is when like I don't want to see you out of convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like oh, okay, well let's hang out because we genuinely have a good time together versus oh, okay, well you're around, like cool.
So when you seek out that person versus just
I'm still
Yeah,
having
when you
a
seek their presence or their just their company.
That's cute.
Would you say that you can have a legitimate friend without knowing them like in person?
What you mean, my boy? On some
Like-
MySpace shit?
No, like say we're gaming, right? Like I have a dude who legit I like when I was playing 2K, like that man was always on. He would like after we played a couple games, he was like, oh damn, we're pretty good together. And then he started inviting me, and so every time he was on, like he would hop on, like, oh what's going
And you've
on,
never
bro? And
met
like,
him?
just talking. Nah, straight 2K.
I
But
think it kind of
you would
depends.
consider him your friend?
I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, do you think that could be? That's my online friend, I suppose. But nah,
I mean, there's different
I don't
dynamics
think
to
that I would
friendships, so I
consider him a
think that
friend.
would be could be a legitimate friendship.
Yeah, but I say I know people who, so like I was on the early stages of like Call of Duty 4 online, like Xbox 360, like online headsets, having mics, and I've seen people build friendships over like online, like talking to them, calling them by their gamer tags, being like good friends, and then they ended up like going to each other's weddings and the first time ever seeing each other being like at weddings. I've seen things like that.
Yeah, like and it depends. Like if you're a gamer and you're on it 24/7, you might spend more time with them than you do the people that are actually in your life physically.
Well, does anybody have a time where you thought that you were a person's friend and then they showed you otherwise, or maybe even thought they were a best friend and they got demoted because of like a specific action? One that sticks out in my mind is like middle school, Bear Creek Middle. Shout out to those that know. I used to sell candy, and I went in on selling candy with this person I thought was my best friend at the time. And when it came down to bust down the money at the end, like it was some real shady shit that went on. And even though it was middle school, it was like, well, fuck, that person was. I thought we were really cool. If you were really cool, you don't do no shit like that. Because I wouldn't do no shicey shit like that. But that was one time that sticks out from the youth, from my youths.
You should have pushed his grandma down in the store or something.
It sounded like selfish intentions were priority. I thought
You
we were
you
saying.
should send that nigga a bill right now with some fucking interest. Like, nigga, that
Yeah, I
$5 you stole
should.
from me in middle school, that's a solid like 1,500 now. Like, run me my money, bitch.
I can guarantee you felt like fuck it right then.
I mean, only instance like that I could think of is I'm pretty sure I've told Daniel about this. I had a friend years ago, and like some like some stuff happened, and you know how like I'm one of those people. If you tell me something or if you find out some information, I don't. I'm one of those people. You know how some people can't hold water. I'll take it to the grave. I won't tell nobody until you say that it's okay. Until you're ready to tell people. And
The
so
block is hot.
a bit of information got out, and this person automatically, for whatever reason, they thought that I was the one who basically divulged the information to the person that found out. And it was like, I mean, basically a whole messy, like, shit show of, like, you know how people like go on a rampage and stuff like that. And then after the fact, it was like the person came out and said, "Well, this is how I found out the information. It had nothing to do with Devaney." And at that point, it was just like, "How do you feel?" You know. But I don't even honestly think I ever got even like a legit apology or anything for that. And that was when I was just like, I don't necessarily feel like that was, I guess a true friendship. Like I guess we were friends, but like at the same time, not the same level of friends that I thought we were. Because like, why would you think that if we were as supposed to be as thick as thieves as we were, why would you think that I'd be the one to do that shit to you? You know?
For real.
She said, "Fuck it," basically, or you said, "Fuck it."
I don't know why. The reason why I started cracking up when she first started talking is because when she said, I had this one situation years ago, but as soon as she said years ago, I thought about that dude. Years ago, they tried to put me in the. Years ago, they tried.
Nah,
I know what you're talking
I
about,
can't
but
follow you, my guy.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't.
And he was. I guess she wanted him to say some stuff from his poetry book on the spot.
Oh
Man,
yeah, bruh.
said, years ago, they tried to put me in the. Okay. Years ago, they tried to put me. He could not think of whatever the fuck he was trying to say.
Fucking shit,
No,
motherfucker.
actually, he put himself on the spot because she was like, "You want to read something from your book?" He said, "No, I could. I'm gonna freestyle it."
Nah.
And this shit was on like live TV, or he was on the news or some shit. Like,
And yeah, he said that shit. He said this live. He said, "Yeah."
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna post that.
yeah, I think I can
It was
find it.
hilarious.
Years ago, they tried to put me
Years
in the
ago,
box.
they tried to put me in the. He like licked his lips all awkward.
I found the link. I got it. That shit funny as hell.
Most random shit be on the internet, bruh.
I don't know that I have a good. So I was actually thinking. I mean, I kind of have a situation with someone who, who I don't even know that I would sit here and be like, they're not my best friend like anymore, or like they're not my best friend at all. But like, going back to the idea that like time is what, kind of helps to solidify someone as your best friend. Like, I also think time can in some relationships, like, do the reverse of that.
Oh yeah,
Because you just grow.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I think me and Devin is actually a really good example. Like, we were hella cool in high school. Like, bro, we was boys, and like that never like stopped. We just, we went to different colleges, and never really like for us to have both been in college in Georgia still, like we never really like linked up in our college years, and like we just talked less. But
the connection.
I don't. Yeah, but like the connection was still the same. Like, I don't know. I can't think of like a specific example, but like a couple years ago, like, we went up to see Devin when they were still in Ohio and shit like that. Like, and shit was all good. But I got another homie that like, he just be acting funny sometimes. And like, I'm not gonna say that I necessarily like completely demote this man. Like, I'm sure if we hung out, like shit would still be cool. But like, I think like sometimes just the way he moves is just kind of weird. Like I hate having to be the one to like reach out to him and be like, yeah, bro, like what's good? Like how you doing? Like how's life? Like, like friendship is like a two-way street.
I don't
And
feel
so
like
like
so
you
is
say what?
respect. I said so is respect.
Nah, I didn't mean to laugh. It was on some Daniel shit where you said a one word and it like made my brain go a different way. You were like something about the way he moved, and I was like,
I like the way you move.
exactly.
Like what y'all really talking about over there?
Go ahead though, bro. My bad.
Nah. I mean, that's pretty much it, bro. It's just like
I definitely had
like
a
I
situation like that.
like tried to invite this nigga to like, come chill at the crib. Like, yeah, bro, like come see the house, blah blah blah. And like this nigga like sent me his schedule. I'm like, okay, nigga, like, bro, I just asked you what day are you free to like come by the house, like, and I just invited you over, and like you just sent me your schedule, like, bro, like,
Schedule for
what the fuck just
fuck?
happened,
What
bro?
the
What?
What happened?
Bro,
You
what?
just died.
we just drove through a sinkhole.
I've
or
got
something?
that shit recorded too, bro. What the
Bro,
fuck?
I wish I
Hey,
could see the
Fortnite,
shit.
run me
Like,
my money,
So
bro.
are
bro,
you
I'm
telling me?
literally, they're
Look
gone.
at this.
Like,
We
I
All
can't
can't
get
right,
the
get
now.
cards.
So how the fuck did we get?
What the
you
fuck?
can't. You can't.
What
Um,
the fuck, bro? I was literally just backing up, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
You see me trying to
Hold on. What's
harpoon
that
gun the
sign?
shit,
yeah,
bro.
we
To the
see
left
you.
a
I'm
little
looking
bit.
at Dev right now.
That person left
That's
a little bit.
crazy.
Oh, the truck popped back up.
What
What
the
I
the
fuck?
just
fuck?
Where's
flipped
our
it.
cards?
All right, now.
What's that sign? Is that like a sinkhole or some shit?
Bruh, what? Y'all niggas got sucked into the
Bro,
quicksand,
ain't no
bruh.
way. Ain't no way.
All right, Dev, let's go.
Fucking
Fuck it.
way.
We about to
No
win.
way.
Let's go.
Ain't no fucking
We
way.
about to what?
We about to win. Fuck this
I
shit.
don't even have no ammo.
Yeah, no, I definitely had friends like that though. That
All right,
that
fuck it. We gone.
time kind of eroded the relationship. Like yeah, it just wasn't a pleasant friendship anymore. Wasn't that we were fighting or anything, but like
Wait, so what the fuck are
it
we
was
doing?
it was like
We gonna
a transactional
we
fucking
going
relationship.
swimming?
We
It
about to
was
lose.
weird.
We can't win without the
You
whole
said it was
people win crew.
transactional. What was the transaction?
Right. Like,
Literally
was y'all
always
like
asking
selling
to
weed or
borrow
like
money.
what the
No,
fuck?
it was like I wouldn't even say transactional because there was no exchange. It was like, yo, can I get money? Like, yo, I need this. Is like a different excuse for whatever they needed it for. But like, I'm like, bro, all right, like clearly this is no longer a friendship. I'm just like a fucking you're a loan shark, a very nice, friendly loan
With
shark.
friendships like that, I've learned like sometimes I've learned we can still be friends to an extent, but like if I'm friends with someone who needs me more than I need them, in the sense like if you need me like 90% of the time and I only ever need you 5% of the time, it's just like at some point you're just taking, and that's draining. This is not even a friendship. Like you
Hmm.
are using me for what the fuck I got at this point.
Facts. On some Rihanna. You need me.
I actually think that's a pretty interesting topic we should talk about on another pod. Like, um, just about like I feel like people have a really different mindset or opinion from me about like lending people money. So I think I'd be kind of curious to like understand
Hmm.
what people's thoughts are around that because like I'm a stingy ass nigga. Like I don't like lending people money. So
Yeah, I
Yeah, we'll
see.
have to
I
talk about it.
it's yeah. I think the major thing is reciprocity. Like if I can lend you 20, if I need five, you know, next week, you don't got
that should be
five,
light, bro. Like that should be
you
easy.
know. So, but a lot of people aren't used to actually reciprocating in relationships. So it's like you end up putting people in these odd positions where you're holding them to, I guess in a sense, you're holding them to a standard that they're not used to upholding. And then they feel like cornered in a sense. And it's just like, I mean, I feel like in a friendship or any sort of relationship, reciprocity on some sort of level is basic level.
Yeah.
And if y'all love us like we love y'all, y'all will reciprocate that by subscribing, telling your peoples about it, following on the Instagrams and all the social medias. Because we love y'all. That's what we do this for. We love each other. BGN, we're a family here.
Nigga, I don't love you.
I don't love y'all.
Y'all love me. We love each other. That's the way it is. You know, we love our fellow humans. Those that are with it. Not I guess we don't love everybody. We don't love like
we don't love Boosie.
We don't love racists. You know, we don't love pedophiles. There's a lot of people we don't love. Yeah, facts.
I don't know.
Dog. Speak for yourself there, but nah.
Depending on the hoes.
Dog. We'll be back as always. For real though, go follow us Spotify. We were trying to figure out whatever the name of that podcast you were saying. They start with a C, I think. Damn,
is he still last here?
Episode. All right, we keeping some things traditional, but appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna catch y'all next time. Stay boosted.
All right.
Look, now tell them motherfuckers we about to bring it to them raw. All these niggas steady sleeping, we getting ready for war. If you say we got beef, then I'm bringing it to your door. They call me the black sheep cause I'm way different than y'all. Tell them motherfuckers we about to bring it to them raw. All these niggas steady sleeping, we getting ready for war. If you say we got beef, then I'm bringing it to your door. They call me the black sheep cause I'm way different than y'all. Now I ain't never ran the streets.